Hey guys, Gavin and Conk. Welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are back with same number, new legacy on NASCAR Heat 5. So for those of you guys who don't know, same number, new legacy is the name of the series, and it pretty much means we are taking a number that had a legacy with another driver. In this case, Dale Earnhardt driving the famous number 3, and we find a modern driver with that number and form a new legacy. In this case, Austin Dillon driving the number 3. And so far in the series, we have done the Daytona 500 and the Auto Club 400. And this season is based on the 2005 Cup Series schedule with a little tweaks here and there. Mostly being some repeat races that I didn't feel were necessary and that I could replace with tracks that actually be really cool to run at. In the Daytona 500, we finished 5th, and at Auto Club we finished 7th. And currently, if you check the point standings, I am the points leader with 62 points over second place Denny Hamlin. But you may notice it says third right there under the Cup Series logo. That pretty much is saying that, well, that pretty much means, hey, you're not. That's pretty much telling us the playoff standings. So currently I am third in the playoff standings, but first in points. And I think I figured it out. This is this is just speculation, but I think it makes enough sense to be logical, to be the true thing. I think when it comes to, because in this for this season, we only have one playoff race, and it is the championship race. And most likely, and when I was making the season, to only have one playoff race, it says best. It pretty much means it's going to be 4 drivers. So I'm assuming at the end of the season, the 4 highest drivers in the playoff standings are going to be fighting for a championship. So it pretty much means, so to be able to fight for the championship, you're going to have to have the combination of of points and wins. So the 4 drivers with the most wins and most points are going to be fighting for the championship. And then the championship race is going to work like a normal championship race, where the highest finishing of the final 4 wins the championship. But all that being said, today we are doing race 3 of 36, and we are at Las Vegas for the Pennzoil 400. It's going to be a 35 lap race, and yeah, still can't change the paint scheme, but that's not really anything new or anything too big. So yeah, my expectations for this race. Usually I run around 7th here. Usually run top 10. I have won here once, and it was in my career mode, and it was because of pit strategy, where I had enough fuel to stay out for one lap longer than everyone else, and that 1 lap longer just happened to be the final lap. So yeah, I've only won here on NASCAR 85 due to fuel mileage. So yeah, not expecting to win, but I would like a top 5 or a top 10. So yeah, let's get this going. 13th, you know what? That's 5 positions better than I was expecting. Usually I qualify like 18th at the 1.5 miles, but 13th I will take. I believe that is my best. Yeah, I believe I qualified 14th. 14th, I believe, at Auto Club. So I think this is my best starting position. Oh, and it looks like I'll be starting 12th, because apparently, I guess we're about to find out that a driver who qualified higher than me, possibly failed inspection, or had to replace something. Actually, real quick, I'm gonna do that real quick because my car was a bit tight or a bit loose in qualifying. All right, so I'm gonna switch to racing setup. 45 grill tape and 49% wedge. That looks good to me. All right, so let's get this going. Chad Finch on unapproved body modification during qualifying, so he'll be starting from the back. Jimmy Hill had an engine change, and Denny Hamlin crashed during qualifying, so he will be going to a back in the car. So those are 3 drivers who will be starting from the back. Alright, getting ready for the green. Green flag is in the air at Las Vegas. Race 3 of the season. Now I'm going to say this right now, I am not going to make it to the Final 4 in this game without a win. Because, I mean, it's going to be the four drivers with the most wins and the most points. And when it comes to playoffs, more wins is rewarded more than wins are rewarded more than just points. And since there are no stages, I'm not going to be able to get playoff points, which almost completely, makes my life a lot harder. But yeah, I mean, nothing we can really do. Alright, so we got about 28 laps of fuel. We already run 2 laps. I thought we've only run 1. Anyways. But yeah, so we're gonna have to win in this season. Probably multiple races. I know we've got a car that can do it though. I know that for a fact. Alright. Alright, little contact with 42. Try to get by Kenseth. And hop into 11th. Oh, got a little contact with Ryan Newman, and he goes around and will make contact with Jimmy Johnson. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, my car's gonna look jank for the rest of the race. So I guess everyone's gonna be pitting. So I'm just gonna take 1 cannon right sides. And I will lose 5 positions, which is fine. But I guess I was only supposed to gas and go. Anyway, but I will take fresh tires any day. At least that damage after the caution came out doesn't actually affect my car. My car looks jank, but other than that, we're fine. Oops, did not mean to do that. Please don't wreck. Oh, God. Okay, he saved it. Still fell back in position. I did not mean to do that. Alright, let's hop up. And let's try to get the inside, try to get around Reddick. Alright, we got it. Up to P15. Now we gotta make up some track position after losing 5 positions after pitting and taking tires. So if you guys, I would love for you to let me know if there's more drivers you'd like me to do the Sing Number Moon Legacy series on. You know, I don't mind doing it, but I kind of thought of it as a one-time thing. Just one series. And I kind of thought, in the first episode I talked about possibly doing a normal series on this game, which won't be opposed to. But I kind of see this as our NASCAR Heat 5 series. I mean, a normal series is fun and fine, but this one's different. It seems our car has seriously fallen off here. I don't know what's going on considering how we were running in 11th earlier, but our car is just, I don't think our car has it today. Our car is just way too tight. Yeah, guys, don't expect anything higher than 15th today. The car doesn't have it today. That was unfortunate considering this isn't one of my better tracks, but it's a track that I can consistently run top 10s at. But it just looks like we don't got it today. This is gonna be the first. This is gonna be the first finish I'll be upset with, and we can't do anything. I mean, this is a completely different car than what we were driving earlier. The car that we were driving earlier felt great. It was fast. It could do what I wanted it to. But now this feels like a completely different car. It honestly feels like I went from racing on slicks. Feels like I went from racing on racing slicks to street tires. I mean, the car just does not run nearly as well as it did before. And that obviously shows, as because earlier we were running 12th, no problem. But now we are struggling to even get 14th. There is no way that this car is going to have a chance at a top 10. This car would have to have a complete turnaround for us to get a top 10. But right now, this car, I'm going to be straight with you, this car sucks. There's not one thing I like about this car right now. We went from having a car that could very easily get a top 10 to a car that is god-awful. I mean, I'm not enjoying driving this car at all right now. I mean, this car just straight up sucks. I'm just gonna be frank with you, this car sucks. It's awful. But we gotta put up with it. I mean, every race can't be good, am I right? But, I mean, with the situation that we're in, where there's only one playoff race, every race has to be good. I mean, we can't afford to have really any bad races. I mean, there's not many tracks that I am really good at in this game. I mean, there's Bristol, where in career mode, I have like a 7-race win streak at. Other than Bristol, there's the Super Speedways, which I either finish 20th or win the race. The road courses I hate racing at in this game because they managed to horribly mess up super speed or road course racing in this game. Out of my 3 seasons in Cup, in my career mode, I have raced at a road course once. The other times I skip. I mean, yeah, they're road courses I'm not looking forward to at all, considering how we have like 5. Michigan I do alright at, but there's only 1 Michigan race. Pocono I do alright at, but once again, there's only 1. I mean, there's not really any tracks I really have marked off. Martinsville is either a hit or miss for me. Personally, I don't like racing at Martinsville because I just don't like it. Racing at Martinsville in real life, I love watching Martinsville in real life, but on the games, I hate it because I can never figure the track out. No matter how hard I try, I can never get I feel like I never get a good lap out of it. And I've won there twice though, which I guess is good, I guess. But yeah, there's not really any races there's not much chances I have of getting wins in this. If things go extremely well, we could maybe have like 5 wins. But knowing this game, that's gonna be far from enough. That's gonna be so far from enough. But at least the final race is at Homestead rather than Phoenix. Phoenix is one of my worst tracks, and I remember saying in a video like about a year ago that Phoenix is about my least favorite track in the NASCAR games. That has not changed. I hate Phoenix in NASCAR games. It is my least favorite track. Of any racing game I've ever played, Phoenix in the NASCAR games is my least favorite track I've ever raced at. Whether it's Forza, Gran Turismo, or NASCAR, it is my least favorite track I've ever raced at. And you compare that to Homestead, which is one of my best tracks. But yeah, we could win Homestead, yeah. I usually win at Homestead. Homestead's one of my better tracks. We are currently 17th. We started this race 12th. This is what happens when you have a bad car, people. But yeah, when there's no playoffs other than the final race, you can't afford to have a bad race. You cannot. I mean, there's absolutely no way we're leaving this race top 5 in points. I was hoping to be excited for this race. Well, it took 3 episodes, but I've gotten to a point where I don't like recording this series. It hasn't happened yet, but now this is the first time I've not had fun recording this series. Yeah, no one's pitting, so I can't use pit strategy to my advantage. So yeah, 17th it is. God, I just want to get this race over with. I already don't ever want to play this game ever again. I already don't ever want to record this ever again. All it takes for me is one bad race to put me off the game for a week. Oh well. Let's just hurry and finish this race. I'm not even lying when I say this. This is the least amount of fun I've had recording a video in years. Honestly, I feel bad for you guys that have to watch this awful video. I mean, I am leaving this video wishing I'd never recorded it. Right now, I wish I'd never clicked record on this video. This has been nothing but infuriating and upsetting. Because we had a genuinely good car. We had a car. I mean, before the caution, we had a car that that I'm sure could have challenged for a top 5. Maybe things gone right, even could have won. But after the caution, the car pretty much crapped itself and became the worst driving car in the history of motorsports. I mean, the car was undrivable. I mean, I don't know what to say. That car was god-awful. The worst car I've ever driven in my life. And it wouldn't be so bad if the car was so good to begin with. But the car goes from genuine top 5 contender to the worst thing ever created. I don't think I've ever had so little fun playing a video game ever. I have more fun when I used to play Dark Souls and die every 5 seconds. I've had more fun just constantly failing at a video game than I did recording this video. This was the worst video. This is definitely my least favorite video I've ever recorded. Just the excitement I had coming into this race and the excitement I have for this series completely destroyed by just what could have been such a fun and good race being one of the worst races I've ever had in my entire life. I mean, there was nothing enjoyable about this video for me. Anyways, your top 10 for this race are Kyle Busch, Kurt Busch, Brad Keselowski, William Byron, Martin Truex Jr., Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick, Alex Bowman, and Eric Jones. So Kyle Busch gets his first win of the season, and we've probably seen the birth of one of our championship contenders. So far, our two winners have been, who is it? Matt DiBenedetto and I can't remember the other one. But today we got our first driver who will most likely be one of the top drivers for the rest of the season, getting his first win. So, look at the point standings. Wait, Kyle Busch has 2 wins? Since when? Wait, what? Oh, so Kyle Busch has 2 wins. I thought he was the third person to win. But your top 10 in points are Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, Denny Hamlin, Austin Dillon, Kyle Busch, Kurt Busch, Chase Elliott, Martin Truex Jr., Kevin Harvick, and William Byron. Kyle Busch is the first driver to win multiple races, but even at that, he is not our points leader. Alright, so leaving that race, we are currently 6th in the playoff standings. Next time we will be at Atlanta, one of my favorite tracks in NASCAR, which will undoubtedly probably be another finish like this. Because anytime I have somewhat high expectations, I am completely obliterated by the reality that nothing good ever happens. Anyways, so that is our first finish outside of the top 7. So we have 5th place, 7th place, and now 17th. And that is not a laugh out of how funny it is, that is a laugh out of how angry I am. I almost don't want to record my next video that I have to record. But anyways, I want to apologize for my anger. Whenever I get angry, it's hard for me to watch these videos back. I enjoy watching the videos where I genuinely have fun. Like I've watched my first 2 races in the series with happiness, remembering how much fun they were. But this is definitely going to be a video that I don't watch back. And I hate it for you guys because I want to bring you all the best content I possibly can. But when I get angry, it stops the content from being as good as it possibly could be. Because it turns from me having fun and making good content to me just complaining about how angry I am. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. Next video will be better. And I'll see you guys later.